You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, welcome back. We got 2 endings so far. Well, not endings, forms. We have 2 vessels. There we go. And we need 3 more vessels, I believe. I think that's how this works. I'm just gonna go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes, I have no idea if I'm grabbing that or not. Okay, let's think. I've only ever grabbed the blade in this run. I've been very aggressive so far with what I've been doing. I believe if I take the blade, I don't actually have any routes left, unless I just leave her down there. Right? Because... Or I could leave with her, I guess. Huh. Because we've done everything when we take the blade, besides we're just leaving. I'm just getting into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Great.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Can I fist fight the princess? Ooh. Huh. I'm a lie.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
This is either going to work or not work at all. Okay, so the plan is to lower her guard, right?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
No.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
He's not going to get angry at this
Only
one.
making this more
Well,
difficult.
okay, if I'm supposed to be lowering her guard, I might as well be pretending like I'm here to help.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Yeah, how else am I supposed to lower her guard, okay?
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna go upstairs, see if there's anything up there.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
How
You
do
hear
I
the
get
click
the
of a
knife
lock
now?
sliding into place. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been
Yeah.
so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed
Well,
to.
I figured you were on my page when I was lying. I would still have to go back to get the blade. You know, when I get a key, I'd be like, I got it. Look, and then shink, shink, shink. But no, you're making my life harder now.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes, I also realize I haven't talked at all yet.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out
Oh,
of here
God,
together.
dude.
She barely hesitates before raising
Oh,
her arm
God.
to her mouth.
I knew it
her
was
teeth
coming.
tearing
Oh,
through her
God.
limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I know what I'm doing.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally,
It's
the
gruesome,
wound
dude.
drives her to the ground.
Ooh, that was gruesome.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
No.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
Oh, God.
Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now.
Yeah, but don't waver now. We gotta finish the job.
As you
Oh,
ready
no.
your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Oh, God.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Huh. I could give up, I could finish the job, or run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out. That's actually really interesting. I'm gonna save here because I haven't seen that before. I'm finishing the job. But honestly, we could probably let her bleed out.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Mutually assured
Excuse
destruction.
me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
Yeah, I was not aware of that as well, you know?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Correct. To be fair, I'm intentionally getting all the aggressive endings.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
And you die. Oh! You can get to the witch from here?
You're on a path
Okay.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Did it? Why am I here again? I'll just proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
See, the opportunist is on my side.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is
Yeah,
your
we need the
implement.
blade if you want to do it right. Well, I'll take the blade this time, because I think my
You take
intentions
the
were very
blade
clear
from the
last time.
shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Can I do that? Huh. I wonder if I can actually hide it behind my back.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Until it says me.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else.
No, she doesn't.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Like murder.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Great. Great. Good job, opportunist. You hid the blade so well.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Correct.
Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Narrator, you're just not getting on page with us. We've been here more than one time. It's okay.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
It's pretty obvious.
Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
Yeah.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I never actually spoke last time, so I don't think I do. Oh my god, I have so many dialogue options. I'm going to attack you now. No, I never speak it. I haven't spoken in this, like, small run yet, so why would I speak now?
Without uttering a word, you charge the princess. So much for finding an easy way out. I can't believe you're making us work for it.
Oh my god.
Better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, at least.
As you close the distance, readying your strike, the princess's chain falls from her wrist. She takes advantage of your split second of surprise and throws a fistful of dirt into your eyes.
Oh.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. It's a shame we're playing opposite teams. This is why you couldn't just abandon her here. Left to her own devices, she would always find a way out. Now stop her.
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very awful.
As you brush the silt from your eyes, the princess tackles you, flattening you against the dirt floor.
We were always going to kill each other here, weren't we? I can't trust you, and you can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
She buries her teeth deep into
Oh,
your chest,
God.
tearing at... Right, she's distracted. Stab her in the back. In for a penny, right? Why not? As the princess rips meat from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Ah, yes, the backstabber.
Ha, you bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous, absolutely wretched. Just like me.
Maybe we are the same. So what? Throw her off us. Kick her in the shins.
Yeah.
We don't have to fight so dirty.
Yes, we do.
Of course we do. Fighting clean won't help us win. Takes a wretch to know a wretch, and we're all at the bottom of the barrel here. There's no point in pretending otherwise.
Takes a wrench to know a wrench. That is exactly what we are.
Are we? At the bottom of the barrel.
Yes.
We've got dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. If that's not the bottom of the barrel, what is?
Exploding into paste.
No arguments here. You're doing great. keep playing dirty if that's what it takes. But if we win, we won't be at the bottom anymore. We'll have climbed a little higher, and once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop? You'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself get distracted thinking about what comes after. None of us ever said we stopped fighting. What a low and vicious fight it is. Eyes gouged, skin scratched bloody, hair ripped and nails broken. Every rule there ever was in the Book of Honourable Combat. Both you and the Princess have broken a dozen times over. That's nice and all, but are we winning? Nobody's winning. I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you both sink to the same lows. Still, at least you're not losing. The princess cackles maniacally as the fracas continues. But behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood. Wait, what's going on? We're establishing a newer, better packing order.
I don't think that's what we're doing.
No, the groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise? Who cares about the groan? It's just a sound. Things make sounds all the time. I care about the groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening? Oh, yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
Do you hear that, you pathetic wretch? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Excuse me, what? You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit. And slowly, but very perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
That's right. They're coming for you. And they won't stop until there's nothing left down here but them.
That includes you.
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to see it happen.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you've been tasked to slay her. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer. We know we can...
Okay. So, I'm not gonna sit in the corner and cry. Let's go out with a bang.
You attack the princess once more, and once more the two of you fall into a vicious brawl. The basement continues to shrink as you fight, but neither of you pay it any more mind. Not until it's too late. The roots twist around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in, all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you.
Oh, how romantic.
At first it's almost gentle. The two of you lift it delicately off the ground. But the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness, and that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living basement. Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own bones splintering and flesh swelling with trapped blood. But still she smiles through it all.
I can't wait to do this again, you wretched little thing. I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is
God.
unbearable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens. And then you pop. Everything goes dark, and you die.
But we won. That's worth something, right? Now I'm back in the wild.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
Attempt number 3.
I think this is our 3rd? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is easy to grasp about what happened, that being we tried to, murder each other and then, the roots killed us.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? Sure, there's no reason to keep secrets. Someone decided to go in guns blazing last time, and that someone got us killed.
Wow, okay, buddy.
And what should we have done? Let you draw things out with all that conniving? Everyone knows a straight fight is best. It's honest. There's no need to bicker about it. I wasn't trying to start anything. I don't mind what happened to us. I kind of like it now that we aren't actively being crushed. Yeah, now that you mention it, this isn't so bad. And it's not like the fight is what killed us anyway, it was the cabin. No point worrying about who charged who when that place ground us all into paste in the end, the princess included.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
I feel the pressure of the outside pushing us. What we're supposed to do about it. This is how we're supposed to be bold. What do we want to do with? Right now, it's bombing I want. I don't like that I'm supposed to be. You're supposed to be something that isn't me. Okay, you narrator, how do I stop her? I kinda like that one.
You can start by remembering that you exist, and not as some part of a Gestalt entity formed with the princess. You exist as your own self, complete with your own physical body separate from hers. I'm not so sure about that. We were something like that once, but now? And if thinking about that isn't enough to startle you back to reality, consider this. She committed a murder-suicide using a living cabin.
Not wrong there.
Right, that was unpleasant. We weren't big fans of that, I think. I'm sure I would have had us do the same thing if we were in her shoes. We really do make a great pair. He's probably just jealous.
He's probably just jealous, yeah, definitely.
You need to remember that you and the princess are enemies. Don't let bygones be bygones. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Nicest way possible. You think this is more beautiful than I think it's beautiful, but I have a job to do.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
See, opportunist, you're starting to get it.
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us. It feels mutual.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it. Hold yourself together. We're no strangers to effort. We can push this back down. Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought.
Real though.
Please, don't make us remember how we were.
And just like that, you start to fall apart. Right, she really does hate us, and we hate her. It hurts thinking about us as separate things, but we're separate. We can't hate ourselves. I love me.
Exactly.
We never got to see the end of that fight, did we? And we can't both be winners. One of us has to beat the other, right?
A man after my heart, Mr. Stubborn.
I don't want to remember what it felt like to be killed. It was so much nicer when it didn't feel like it mattered. And yet you keep remembering. You remember the loathing and animosity you've shared with the princess, the pain and the anger and the betrayal. And you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. And you can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
Maybe bygones can't be bygones. I don't know why I ever wanted to share a body with you, of all things. It's like my very soul reeks of yours. That was horrible. This is better. Finally, I'll be able to hurt you like you deserve.
I wish I didn't have to.
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole. And then you find yourself, blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
Kill me then, if you hate me so much. Just get it over with.
This doesn't feel like a fight. This isn't what I wanted. Where's the victory in this? Well, this should be easy. If you're sure about it. I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
Yeah.
Do we have to do this? You have to. You know you have to.
Well, I'm going for like the aggressive run where I'm like effectively a murder hobo. It was kind of why I've done it the way I've done it. But like, this is not satisfying. And I've done this top option before. So, I truly only have one thing to do.
You raise the blade, taking aim at her heart. And then you strike.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I think I hated that. Dude, that I'm sorry at the end. Fuck, dude, that was not satisfying. Why did I do that? Oh god. Oh no, that's terrible. And by the way, I'm saying I hate that because they use very well written. But oh no, that felt so bad. So terrible.
She's gone. And is that a... This doesn't... Screw the mirror. We just... If they think it's bad...
It's gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you have to see what's in it. You withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Percher.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Well, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Alright. Pretty sure they don't let me leave. I can try. I don't think it's gonna let me. Should I be done? I'm gonna be done.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Thank you. The whole world owes you a debt of gratitude. Really.
Fine, I'll go.
You make your way up a warning. She will We're not gonna go ignore him.
Yeah. I don't think I bring the blade, right?
The interior of the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So I have an interesting idea.
The door to her voice.
Hello?
I'm gonna let her out.
Don't let it... How many times do I have...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I come
No,
downstairs.
I'm actually just gonna let her out.
I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I hope you brought something to deal with these
Don't do it.
Okay, so the idea is something will probably prevent us from, getting out in chapter 1 together. I'm pretty sure enough the ones we've done so far. I know how you get the good ending, which is when you get locked in the cabin after you stab. So that's gonna have something's gonna have to happen, right? Something like that, because we can't get nothing can happen in chapter 1. We can't bring this one back to the long quiet.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, we're not.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make someone else easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of these...
She barely, as she rips her flesh. It's the blade. Or you won't like...
Save the princess.
Fine. Against
Oh,
your better
God.
judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Uh-oh.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Okay. So I no longer have the option to slay the princess because I've already done that here. Now I can warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. Let's go to the cabin. I think I could get the cold and smitten.
Before you go any further, she will lie. She will cheat. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Oh God.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Smitten will not like me this run.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Exactly.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ah, yes, do not show
voice.
dashing knight.
It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
We are not in love, Smitten.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Unfortunately, I can hear your words, Smitten, so could you tone it down a little bit?
Oh, your spirit's pretty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you?
No.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Don't think that's how that works.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Yeah, we've been server hopping a lot. Let's get that cutter out.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Excuse me?
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm.
Okay, you see, I intend on ending this
What?
area
No, she's a
with
prisoner.
slaying.
You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Exciting this area with slaying her. I just want to see if there's any other routes I could take without just murdering her.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No, I'm on your page, hero.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
Not exactly. I just wanted the blade out of our hands.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Okay, so I'm saving because the idea is I'm gonna see if I can rescue her and then change it up last second.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
The manipulator.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it, but I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
This seems so fake.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
He's having the time of his life, as you can tell.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now? That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it,
I think I have to
tumbles the
reload
last
save.
hope. We have each other. We don't. I like to think that you do. And look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made, and I will mope about it, because you and the princess. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face, and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of... Enough with this. Of course you wouldn't understand. Are you listening to this? You don't have
Oh
just
my
along for the
God.
ride at this...
Well, I don't know. Do you think...
Of course she can. Nobody.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the hand. The lock
Are you
clicks,
kidding me?
And the door creaks open. Are you...
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get to the end of this, but
You and the
I'm...
princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
Okay, that's a beautiful line of screenshot. I can't screenshot that. Never mind.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works.
That's interesting.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending. What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need
Oh
the
my
world.
God.
All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested?
Apparently not. I don't know what this is gonna do.
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening. You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Ooh.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love?
Ooh.
We not enough for her?
Wait, we might not be resetting this.
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Hold up.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you. This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
Ooh, this is interesting.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she?
Obviously, or this wouldn't be happening, Smitten.
I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
Uh-oh.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Excuse me?
Oh, but I do. What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it.
Oh no! What are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed
Oh
heart,
my God.
framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
Huh?
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
What? What is going on? What is going
You're on a
on?
path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
Why is the opportunist here?
And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here.
I love that bit. Just welcome the new guy. Thank you.
Okay, yes, I
That's
get it.
beautiful.
You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out.
Manipulative motherfucker.
I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay? We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess. Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Ding ding ding.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. There is no door, there's a mirror. No, there isn't. Now this is tricky. My eyes say there's a mirror, but my brain says there isn't one. Look, if you need help, just raise your hand, and I'll guide it where it needs to go.
Reach forward.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone. I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed.
Yay, we're proceeding now.
It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
That's actually hilarious, and I do find it even funnier that the tower doesn't get a staircase up, but Happily Ever After does.
Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
No, that's the job.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
I mean, she's a princess.
Her voice, gentle and warm with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
Dinner does sound nice. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I am going to put a save. I might come... Oh, God. There we go. Page 3. I'm going to put a save here, so I might come back here to get the other ending at some point. Just maybe.
Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Alright. Proceed up the stairs.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
Is this not concerning to anybody? Nope, okay.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
Well, that's gonna be problematic.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Uh-oh.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
You mentioned dinner on the stairs?
Oh, right, dinner. I'd totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king.
Dude, I am so suspicious about everything here.
Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Oh no. Eat, I guess?
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
Dude, why have we not mentioned the giant shadow entity behind her? I'm pretty sure that's like a mimic of what my outline looks like.
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already.
Yeah, we've done this already. What are we?
Good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy.
We're still hungry.
And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Nothing's progressing.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work
Always improves the taste. Crazy statement.
Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Uh-oh.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone. But as you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat. There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her, at least not for now.
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
Don't worry, I'm excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing. Thank you, Opportunist. Glad to have you here.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom. And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Getting an achievement that goes, win the game with the help of a manipulative voice. That's great.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
I'm guessing when the torches go out is when I can use my knife.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, until finally...
Yes?
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
Uh-oh.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is... awful. Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have. Yeah, sure.
Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
She's being defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
You're goddamn right. I'm making a quick save right here because once again I don't know how this is going.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out? I'm too scared to say. What if my answer is what blows it out? It does, doesn't it? Then that's my answer.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Dude, I'm about to get such a terrible ending. Dude, I said I was gonna end every run with slaying her. I don't want to now. No. Oh god, this is terrible. This is terrible.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Oh, dude. It's the namesake of the game. I have to do it. I wanted to get the unique ending, one of the cool endings where you have to slay the princess every time. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do.
Are you sure you want to do that?
No, I'm not sure, narrator.
You're sending us some real mixed signals, boss.
Okay, I'm back. I'm just... Oh
I
god.
suppose I am. I'm just worried that I might have made a terrible mistake.
Dude, I think we did.
A terrible mistake? Isn't she supposed to end the entire world? Yes, and that hasn't changed. I'm just not sure the world I want is worth it.
Dude, that's a line.
But how can a saved world ever be worse than one that's gone? See, that's exactly what I thought. Think what you will. I'm only here to guide you. You're the one who makes the decisions. Well, looks like there's nobody around who can tell us what to do anymore. First the shadows got blown out, now even the big shot narrator man is having doubts. We don't need to waste our time slaying her. We've clearly won. The princess doesn't try to flee as murderous intent settles into your eyes.
Oh god.
Nor does she resist as you wrap your fingers around the blade dangling from her neck. As the weapon sinks deep into her heart, all she manages are 3 muttered words.
Dude.
It's finally over.
It is. It is.
I didn't think it would be so awful to help you see this through, but all of this was for a reason. The world is better off without her. I really hope that's true. They always say it's lonely at the top. I didn't think they actually meant it.
I feel cold. But I guess I felt that way for a long, long time.
Dude. Dude, that's... Oh god.
She's gone. Where did she go?
It's finally
Should we
over. Kill
try and
your
find her?
happy ending. I did not want that.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
You've unraveled. You find yourself in a long quiet again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. I'd like to mention before I continue, I know you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it, but I figured it'd be fun if I'm gonna do my own run. I already know how to get a bunch of them. I might as well do it the way where you slay the princess. Like that last one, dude. That was horrible, dude. I don't want that. Not what I wanted. I wanted to be a god
There's
killer.
a world beyond
Like the
the
Razor,
endless
not
walls
that.
of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart.
Uh-oh.
Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself. One, whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
I'm a terrible person is what you're gonna learn.
I will be here, waiting for you.
God. Like, dude, I hated making that choice. I just got the achievement, share your happy ending with her.
You're
I
on
didn't
a
do
path.
that.
You're here.
I stabbed her. Okay.
You make your way up. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this. Ignore him.
Okay, let's get to the blade and make our choice up here.
The interior of the blade.
Okay. Either take the blade or I don't. I don't think there's... The only option I am aware of that is left, the only path I know for a fact I can go down, is if I were to go down there, change my mind to come back up to get the blade. I think that's what you do. This is the only ones you come back up the stairs. Not to leave her, but to slay her. So into the basement without the blade.
The door to the pervoy
Hello?
is. Don't let.
Hiya.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Okay.
I'm gonna at least talk some.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Well, we need to know, because as long as she's been getting food and water, that means there's guards or
Okay,
something.
but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Okay, I'm not gonna talk. If you want to do some more talking, you can do it yourself.
Thank you. You
You
turn
treat him
back
like
to the
that.
stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger? Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I cannot wait somebody who can wait forever. But this is also a terrible idea, so I don't think there's a good option. They only have one arm, so...
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor.
Uh-oh.
Her ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end. I'm afraid it is.
Uh-oh.
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Beast. I'm also going to be trying something dumb here.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to a warning.
Before you get
She
any
will
further,
lie.
shield
Does a
sheet
cat
logo.
lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Maybe?
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Well, I mean, yeah.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I really like the design of this one.
The blade is your...
Once again, I'm gonna save because I have a really dumb idea. Let's see how this goes.
No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk. I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Mayhaps.
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
That's great to hear.
She sounds almost feral. Impatient. Or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
I think we can see her currently. Ah, never mind.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
No, she's not.
She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now. You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit, what do we do?
I don't like. I might recall the thing because I don't think this is gonna work
She's
well.
right there. We have to wait for an opening. That's fair. She'll kill us if we try and run past her.
Okay, valid.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
One of the other options are helpful.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
Correct.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble.
Keeps us alive.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Survive.
You spin into a new patch of jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Okay. Quick save, because I have no idea how I'm supposed to run for the stairs when there's an opening.
Yes, now's our chance.
Okay, good.
Quick. Right, I agree. We can't do anything without a weapon. We can regroup once we're armed and try to figure out a better plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive.
You're right.
You sprint for the stairs, but as soon as you take your first step...
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
What? Dodge? Okay.
You manage to avoid her stabbing jaws, but you aren't fast enough to evade the whole of her titanic momentum. She grazes you, the force of it enough to skin you all along your side, leaving a line of red, raw flesh. It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast? This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but we can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
You're getting slow.
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness, fangs bared and claws flashing. She attacks over and over and over, and each time she leaves with a little piece of you.
That's not good.
Too tired to think, but we have to think.
Oh no.
We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react, it's over. She makes her last foray from the dark corners of the room, unhinging her dripping maw, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. You do your best to dive out of the way, and you partially succeed. Partially? Yes, the princess fails to swallow you whole. She only swallows your lower body. That's just as bad. That's worse, even. It's death either way. At least this will be a faster end. You look down to see that the dirt between you is strewn with your intestines, trailing all the way up and disappearing behind her blood-stained teeth. Your legs are nowhere to be seen. You start to go into shock. The princess, bloody saliva dripping from her lips, idly gnaws on what's left of you as you rapidly fade away.
I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Yippee. The den.
You're on a path in the That didn't work. We're going in with a plan this time. We're not getting stuck in another loop, just acting on instinct. We're stuck in a big enough loop as it is. Instinct was keeping us alive. Until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do? Great, so you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done. So you know more than you're letting on. Yeah, what he said. Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be. And why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule. And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
Okay, what's the plan?
She spent as much time as she could in the shadows. So we're gonna draw her out.
Can we use fire?
But she's fast. And she's clever. We're clever too. So this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is. But you already know what she is. She's a princess. Yeah, right. A princess we couldn't see. And one that had big, sharp teeth, too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job? Sharp teeth.
Yep, we gotta go to the cabin. I'm grabbing the blade.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. Alright, we've been over the plan. Goad her out of the shadows. Make her show herself. And what if she doesn't want to be seen? We'll figure out a way to make it happen. And if that doesn't make her any easier to fight, it will. It's always easier to fight what you can see, no matter how big or toothy she might be.
I still think we should just, like,
The
smoke her
interior
out with
is
fire.
dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. If there's a way forward, that mirror is blocking it off. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. There's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us. Then either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
Take the
Yes,
blade.
take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Odds are we'll need it. Thanks for not putting us in a bad spot. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves. You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It
Great.
smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound. You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel, and though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it.
You're exposed.
You're exposed.
I have a suspicion I'm gonna die here.
Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe. You
I'm
step
going with the
into the
skeptic.
shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape. That's stage one. Now stay focused. You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, then snapping, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the
This is
sounds are getting
intense.
slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance. She is a broad and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space. She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below. So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she?
No.
No, she wasn't. Looking at her makes me feel sad. Yeah, now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all. She paws futilely at the air between you, but her shoulders are pinned in the narrow confines of the opening. She has no hope of reaching you. And she realizes this. Her arm goes limp, flopping to the dirt floor of the tunnel, and her eyes fall from yours, defeated. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you.
Correct.
If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide-pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted.
Also correct.
I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you. What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this? She hurts. We should help. Now, let's think for a second. Let's reevaluate. Should we help her? Well, I do feel bad looking at her. There's no way to get close without being in reach of those claws. We've come this far, but can we trust a creature that until a few short moments ago fully intended to eat us?
No, we can't trust her.
What an excellent question with an equally excellent answer. No, you should not help her. She's clearly just waiting for you to drop your guard. And beyond that, you do well to remember that she poses a threat to reality itself. You already have a weapon, and she's as vulnerable as she's ever going to be. How about you use it? As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike. Don't flinch. Show her our resolve. If you're going to attack, might I suggest you do so quickly?
Don't mind that.
Violence is still a mercy here. It's still...
I think that works.
Yeah, maybe this is what's best for everyone. I still think leaving would have been best, but we haven't seen what happens after she dies. It could give us some answers.
Agreed.
You rush forward, your confidence carrying you with enough speed to avoid her desperate strike. Your blade sinks deep into her chest. So we actually did it. Why does it feel so bad?
Agreed.
Killing the weak always does. I don't think she's dead just yet. No, she isn't. As you dig towards her heart, she howls with an earth-shattering shriek, and then... We're at least taking her with us, right? Yes, but not without paying a grave price. She lashes out, tearing you open. Another death, and we've still learned nothing. I knew leaving was the right answer. You should have listened to me. It doesn't matter now. In her final moments, she made sure that there would be no way out for either of you. It's over.
Huh. That went well. But there's no trend you didn't get the chance to see her die nor yell for to leave memory
She's
returns.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Fear. Gaze into your reflection. You're gone once again. The mirror is only beginning to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze. Then you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow. Just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides in the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then the crack forms another and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. You were the one wanting to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. to rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
So what is this place? Where are we?
Construct.
A construct.
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
You do know me. So many of the times I met you when you died, why did you lie to me? The people out behind the wall, do they know us? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
What is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. No. In life I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. So I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both.
So you made gods of life and death with the hope of concealing us so we wouldn't have... Oh, that's cool. Hold up.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
So in the one happy ending epilogue is the one where he sees there and he sits there and he goes, maybe it's not. Maybe it ain't that bad.
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
Which is my job.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Hmm. There's so many options in here, it's crazy.
I didn't make her a princess, but I wove the idea of her into something your scattered mind could fathom. You chose for that something to be a princess.
Oh. Hmm. I want to ask what we are. What are we made out of?
The cycle of life and death, the endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
We have to finish the job. So let me just like save, return. All right. You are the long quiet, a vast nascent god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Bring the dead to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vesture for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. It finds you. A shift in mound.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Okay. I'm long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of what we did
When
here.
the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
It would be dumb just click slay the princess. Rank of this, the walls don't be doing anything. If I let you out of the entire world, I'm because I can't do that instant.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
You are devoured. pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished, and in the pitch black of the earth we found it, at the tips of claws and the edge of blades.
The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
The more... Ooh, red option, red option. The more you fought, the more you became an animal. I put you down there, and I will put you down there now. The world of savagery.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
Ooh, this is gonna go well, isn't it? Come on.
A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you tore down the walls. And would you rebuild those walls and throw the world in them? Would you keep them in that box we shared and tell them that they're happy?
Okay, I didn't mean to skip it, I just got worried that I wouldn't get a red option, because normally you get a red option on this side, and I thought I needed the ones on this side to get the red option on this side. I sank my bleeding prayer because I didn't need you, I still don't need you.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me.
A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. You knew me, and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now. And you chose to pull apart that weave. And when the tapestry was undone, you struck at my heart. You saw me as a part of you to be excised, but in that desire for excision, you made yourself whole. Will you still be whole if you destroy me?
Of course, I will be, because I destroyed you then.
You have never truly seen me gone. You cannot fathom a world without me.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
I did rise far above you, and I am far above you still. I will destroy you now as I destroyed you then.
The echo was deluded. A world without me would be an eternal hell.
Well, maybe an eternal hell is what I'm looking for.
Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Even when you reduce me to nothing, you cannot rid yourself of me, but I am able to rid myself of you.
Enough!
Enough? The princess dives into you once more, but this time no lone-footed claws its way to the surface. Instead, you are swept up in the whole of her multitudes, an infinite tide crashing against you. They are like gnats against your divine skin.
I am the thread that weaves nothing into something.
She tears into you, hand and fist and tooth and claw, the pace of your dance quickening and quickening and quickening. But the faster she moves, the more easily you keep pace. You've already seen the path to victory. She strikes against you. Wait, as she strikes against you, catch her. hands clasping her wrists and wings, binding her arms. A furrow rises in her multitudes as they struggle against you, but you remain unmovable in your resolve. And then it's over. Her shoulders slump, her limbs go slack. You see defeat in her many eyes.
This shouldn't be possible. What are you? What can you ever hope to be without me to define your shape? Please, don't do this to yourself.
The time for speech is over. You will make her see your truth. Ah. Hold up. We're gonna destroy her and go back to do the other one, because I didn't know the other one was an option. She is gone, and you are truly alone. But there are worse things to be than alone. Your conscience sets at the center of the long quiet, the center of yourself, which nothing left to distract you, and you can finally feel its edges. The artificial constraints put in place by a lesser thing that can never hope to understand you, where the infinite folds into itself endlessly. The construct. It can only imprison you as long as you notice it, and has your full attention now. At the mere thought that it might break, it falls apart. And at that you see it. A world free from death, your new world, ever moving but ever decaying. A world of uninterrupted experience. What things will you put in it now that it is yours? What beings will you carve into eternity to experience you? What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? There are worse things to be than alone. Like dead. This has been amazing. Playing specifically where I had to end by killing her was, like, terrifying, dude. Like, that was scary. Playing where I had to kill her was me sitting there like, oh god, oh no. Because I didn't want to do some of the things I did by doing it this way. Well, this is my song. I want it. You see, I just realized I can't actually take a screenshot of this because I have it full screen and my computer doesn't like doing that. So I'll be taking a picture on my phone. Return to main menu because I want to load game. This choice. I want to offer her your hand and see what happens before we end this.
You offer me your hand as if you've proven me wrong. But I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong. You just haven't listened to me.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Wait.
you have to do it alone.
Huh. Well, let's get the correct ending then. Well, not the correct ending, but the way I choose to end things. The way I would always pick.
It's good to be here. Seems like you've been doing alright on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then let's go.
You know, I say the correct ending or whatever, but I don't... The ending I would always pick. But they did very well at making none of the endings feel like a good ending. So I don't want to end with just the princess. I want the princess and I want
we were back where it all
the
started,
voices. I want
guess
both,
there's
but
a
you can't
little
have
after that,
both.
isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? Yeah, of course.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here. Just a table and a door. Oh, and some windows. No mirror this time. And, there's no blade, is there? I guess whatever we find down there, we'll have to face it empty-handed. Maybe that's for the best. Maybe we're done with violence.
I think it's about time for us to be done with violence.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different.
I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you.
The first time we met, I literally beat you to death with my bare hands. You don't have to apologize to me. But still, I appreciate it. And I hope you can also forgive me.
You know, when she puts it like that...
Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back. I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like, she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself. I don't think you could either. Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's just another label, and I don't think labels have ever helped us.
Fair enough.
All they do is cram us into boxes where we don't fit. Just like this cabin. I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning. And I feel real. But I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together. I don't think there's anything more real than that. I never had one. And do not call me the Shifting Mound. It's too much. But I've always been a princess to you, right? So why don't we stick with that?
Yeah, that works.
And as for you, well, hero works for me.
But that's me. You know, I think I like that.
I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her. But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist? I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you. And like I said earlier, I don't really want to be her. I think I just want to be me.
Yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you. Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I don't know. What's the point? I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you, and I don't like being a god. I want to walk out just as we are, just you and me. Not knowing is why I will know. We knew everything up there. We don't know this. I want to know this. It doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is that we're living together. That's all I want. Moving forwards, everything. But we don't know this. I want to know this.
I guess when you put it that way, I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Every time I hear that line, I feel like a part of my heart leaves.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Hands claps together, you and the princess leave the basement for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend. A comfortable silence fills a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. There is an energy in the silence, the anticipation of the unknown. From the top of the stairs, the princess doll's eyes fixed on the cabin door. Feel her tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this. Yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
I love you. Who's gonna open it? Are you ready? Need this know what's gonna be like out there. We gotta finish off with Little I Love You.
I love you too. But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
Slay the princess. The pristine cut. I don't think there's much more I must actually say about this. This was a beautiful game. Always is. Even though I've seen the ending 3 times, I still, minor tears, just only minor. But that was truly something beautiful. Truly one of the best games out there. I don't think I need to say much else. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and of course, good night. And, well, have a good one.